All right, yes, it is that time of week. We are back here again for another edition of the Weekend Wash Up. As always, I'm your host, Matt Craig. And joining me remotely today, the man formerly in 18th place, D. Bushel.
Yeah.
Coach of Bushel's Burgers.
No,
Just
thanks,
ripped the Band-Aid off early.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. Go on.
You go. Well, it's just I would be just the absolute, probably worst mate at the best of times, but you're rightfully like up there in the top 20 stressing out, and I'm not helping with some of the comments I'm sending through, and I can feel it.
I think there was one today you were like, I don't know, I can't remember what you said, but I was just like, yeah, thanks, mate, I'm aware.
I was like, this, it was before the Adelaide game. I said, this is concerning. Anyway, look, let's start it off. We got through the weekend without an injury.
We did. Well, Naz obviously had a slight issue, but would be surprised if he didn't get up. So,
Sorry.
Yeah, mate, very rare week, or weekend rather. So
Without a guaranteed season-ending injury.
Yeah,
'Cause
funnily enough, we obviously, I scored quite poorly, but I think it's just those forced moves have sort of caught up with us a little bit rather than, a week without injuries and the scores sort of impacting us.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, some people would point at the fact that, look, hey, there's no injuries, and all of a sudden, these two blokes are no good. And I think it's definitely for the last couple of weeks, because you've been saying all season that this is going to catch up, it's going to catch up.
Yeah.
But it never did, because we always somehow managed to find ways to cover them where it was obviously, really hurting other sides.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I look at my bench. Number one, some of these premiums better fucking wake up, because their spots are in danger. And number two, if there had actually been a couple of injuries this week, I might have actually flown up the rankings, because, the cover on my bench was great.
Yeah, mate. That is funny. Yeah, obviously, you had Herbert, you had Dyson Sharp went all right once again this week. So, I had Fitzy on the bench as well. Wouldn't have minded him in there instead of bloody Bontempelli and maybe even Baz. So.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so I had the 3 injuries last week. So I had Miller still on my side, sitting out the utility.
Yeah.
So I had Herbert starting, unbelievable. Yeah. Had Fitzy then as backup, unbelievable. And had Dyson Sharp, who's better than half my forward line. So, I don't know. It's been a weird year.
For sure.
Yeah, so obviously, last Thursday, there was the just Miller fiasco. I don't know how else you put it.
Yeah.
What a fucking joke.
Yeah. Obviously, tell you, Thursday feels like such a long time ago when you get to Sunday night. But we obviously hadn't spoken about that, and what a joke from Miller. Just when you see it on Twitter, and it's like, he might miss, and it's a new injury that he's done at training.
And it's a new reporter that you haven't heard of, and
I tell ya.
you were nasty. That was nasty.
Yeah, mate.
And he was
mate, he put his neck out on the line, and you'd hope you get it right, and he did. So, fair play there. But, mate, just very, very frustrating, obviously, the fact that he's done it at training, in the last session as well.
Is that what that... I didn't hear about how he did it at training, but it came out obviously pretty quickly that, we're not talking about this little calf sleeve he had on. He's fucking redone his hammy.
He's done his hammy. Yeah, obviously, yeah. And he's out for 2 or 3 weeks. So,
and if it was a 1 weeker, I would have been flying, because obviously I had Herbert cover him, and then he would have come back to the Tigers. But no, just total disaster for Wayne. And so people like myself had the Finn and Newman as well. Some had Zorko. Obviously,
that was a killer.
He was.
That was in
one of my
teams.
favourite targets last week.
That was.
I'll go again. I'll go again on Dane, because Brisbane have fucked it. They're resting Dane Zorko. They're just fucking front running a little bit, and the Blues just put them to the sword. So 3 games left. He's had his final rest there. Brisbane need a win if they want to try to get top 4. So look. Yeah, he was out this week, but I think if you've got him, he'll bounce back. And I think, and I'm going to say all this, and then we're going to get to Thursday, and he'll be out again with something. Yeah. So I'll just stop talking. TDK, I think he's done.
That's a Ryan Marshall owner right there.
I think that's half the comp.
Yeah. Well, it very interesting, wasn't it? Like, obviously goes down like kind of innocuous, clutching the hammy, goes down to the rooms. So once he's down the rooms with a hammy, you're thinking, well, that's it. Like, he's not coming back out. Comes back out. Marshall scores crap. Managed to get straight through for an 80, thankfully enough, but far out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I watched it again just before. I mean, what else is he grabbing there? He's grabbed the hammy. Yeah. And I've done those like really minor ones where you feel like you can almost go at like 80%. Like you're thinking, like it's fine. But I mean, if you're grabbing it, I don't know. I think that'll come out during the week as a low-grade hammy strain.
You reckon? That would be lovely.
1 week, which would be 1 week for sure, and then wait and see. Well, actually, what it reminds me of is Connor Rosé.
Oh.
Not to bring up.
The choppers are coming out over my head right now.
Well, on this occasion, we want him to not get up. So, sorry, Tom and his family out there. But, rest up. Rest up.
Yeah, rest up,
mate.
Right. Absolutely.
100%. So they dragged him after a couple minutes in that last quarter because I don't think he was right. Grundy was backing him.
Right.
Marshall was back in the ruck full time, and he scored really well in that period.
He did.
But you are right, TDK did come on. So that's definitely a watch throughout the week.
Yeah.
For sure. What else is a watch is some of our premiums. Because their score... We wrote here in the run sheet, premium scoring like rookies. That's not right to our rookies. Because our rookies this year, if our rookies this year dish these scores up, we'd be disappointed. Like they're better than this. So where do we start? Where else do we start other than the biggest fraud in the game, the most overrated player I think I can ever remember in my life? We've done harshly by Willem Dersma for referring him to this player, and it's Marcus Bontempelli. I was at the game on Friday, and yes, I'd had a few cans, but I genuinely, I can remember one moment where I was like, oh, fuck, Bont's out there, and he got a holding the ball right in front of us, and it took him to 45 at halftime. And I said, you know what, that's shit house, but it was tough matchup, like, okay, fine, 45. 58 points. 58. Yeah. 13 and a half.
Yeah, he wasn't doing that bad at halftime. He was still like last week. Obviously, he has 28 and 2, 50-point bomb in the last quarter. Didn't look right. Like was sort of just didn't look right. Once again, didn't look right this time around in the first half. But then in the second half, I didn't know what he looked like because I didn't see him.
I didn't know he was out there, and I tell you, we captained him. So
last week,
A, what were we thinking? And B, that we have got away with that massively.
I tell you, he's the most overrated player.
Well, people talk about him like he's one of the greats to ever play the game. He's not won a Brownlow medal. He got that flag early days until his first 5 years were unbelievable. But what I'm seeing now is overrated massively.
7 All-Australians. 3 times they AFL Players MVP.
Yeah.
6 BNFs.
The players love him. This is overrated. He shouldn't have won those awards. Speaking of overrated, Bailey Smith.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Must have, got to chase him. You can't go into this last month without him. 73 points. Fuck, what would I do without that?
He's let all the news about him at the start of the week last week get to him, I think.
Yeah. You said it was going to fire him up.
Yeah, I thought it would fire him up, but I was wrong. I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, so you BC'd him, didn't you?
I VC'd him hoping he'd go big and what did he still had 28 disposals, just didn't get it done in the rest of the box.
He's averaging 2 tackles in the last month.
Yeah.
2 tackles.
So obviously Ed Allen goes to him.
Which we kind of thought would happen.
Yeah. I mean, Geelong win and no marks, 1 tackle. He just got the job done for the team kind of thing. So
And look, he was always going to cop that tag. He has Essendon, North, Richmond. So I mean, what I was saying before about you have to have him for the last month, you probably
that's why
you still want to try get him. That's fair enough. Yeah. Okay, little warning for Baz. Jordan DeGoey, 63 points. Back in the guts this week. I didn't realise his CBAs had been down to below 30% and then 10% the week prior. His scoring's been down, hasn't ton for 5 weeks since he had that easy run of fixtures. Last 5 of 82. We've got forwards like Tom Sparrow, blokes that is pumping out like 100, 105, 110 in their last 5, and I've got DeGoey averaging 80.
Yeah, mate. It's one of those things, isn't it? With the forward line, it's like you got to have the right forwards, like because some of them are scoring seriously well, and then some of the guys that had been scoring well earlier in the year, are like DeGoey, averaging 80 in his last 5, are costing us. So, mate,
Cozzy,
Cozzy's been shithouse.
Yeah,
really,
same thing. No, shithouse. Zach Bailey. I think I'm gonna have to speak about this bloke a little bit later. I don't know what else to say about that though. 57 points, and it's not the first time he's done this season. So he pumped out a 39 in 86% time on ground against Melbourne. He's pumped out a 61 against the Blues. Like he on his day, Zach Bailey, unbelievable footballer, right? But I should know better because he's just as capable of producing one of the worst displays of football you'll ever watch. And he did it again on Saturday. Blues spanked them. He's out on the wing. He's at half forward. Barely in the middle, which was the role that we kind of thought, he's locked in now. This was the role he dominated at the back end of last year with. Yeah. I don't know. So, do I put a bit of that on Chris Fagan? Maybe. But it's not good enough.
Did Hugh McCluggage get a bump in his CBAs then? Is that why Zach got bumped down?
I'll actually have a quick look at who got a bump. No, so Hugh was 38%. Bailey dropped. It was just Will Ashcroft and Josh Dunkley were pretty much full time in the guts there, whereas Will had kind of been coming off the half forward flank and dominating. So I don't really know why you'd change that.
Yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, just not ideal at all. Yeah, not ideal.
No, not ideal. And speaking of not ideal, Clayton Oliver.
Yeah, 67. There's some things I want to say about him, but I shouldn't. So once again, anyway. Clayton, just like Bailey Smith, was in the news over the week for things, with the Annie Knight stuff. So maybe it got to him a little bit, but obviously, I mean, he still posted after the game. Did you see that?
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was very funny.
And he obviously didn't care. So I don't know what's happened there from Clayton. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, especially for me, like with the top 1% ownership being so low for Clary, it was a massive. It was a really important game from him for me. So for him to go 67 was really costly. And he's he's sticking out like a sore thumb in my side right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, the issue is like if that's an 87, you're disappointed. But like fine, fuck it. We'll move on. That's a poor one, and he's been poor anyway. But 67. It's good to see. I respect how little he fucking cares off the field. But could he just care a little bit on the field as well? That'd be great because the Burgers, they need him.
Mate, we need him, and I don't think I can. I don't think I'll be trading him this week at this stage. So, yeah.
And finally, here we did write premium scoring like rookies. This bloke is so far past being a premium; it's not even funny. But I have to mention him because he's so highly owned still. Christian Petrarca, 50 points, 50. Yeah. And I think he saved that. I think it was looking worse at one stage.
Yeah, hate to see that for owners. No, that is, mate, honestly, what is he doing? I think, what's his name? Colton Tholstrup. I saw him running with him at times. I know he's been a pretty solid sort of defender tagger at times. So
yeah, okay.
I don't know, maybe that was, but like far out. Like to see him, what was he on at quarter time? 4?
Why would you tag him? Yeah, fucking nothing.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, just for a bit of, fuck you,
for
mate.
A laugh.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. No,
disaster. Because he's dropped so much in price now as well. So disaster.
Yeah. So that's what we're getting from our popular premium. So it's no wonder that once again here we are sitting here in round, what is it, 21 now? And I just every time, and you know I have to bring this up on the pod every couple months that I won a cap, almost a decade ago now. But going back and looking at those scores after the buys, I don't think I dropped under like 2,400. And this was like the whole comp. It's like 2,400, 2,500, 2,400. There was a 2,700 in there, 2,600. Yeah. We had Pigs. You had Tom Rockcliffe still running around. You had Tom Mitchell dominating, of course. Like, what the fuck am I seeing this year? Yeah. And part of it is a lot of our gun premiums are injured. So that's definitely a part of it. But this is bad. So I went 22-37. That should send me tumbling to just complete no man's land. And yet, that was almost par. 22-37. I traded in Zach Bailey. I had, obviously, the Bont, and a lot of these guys had him. I don't have a ton from my rucks. Again, it's terrible. So the fact that I held with that just says where everyone's at. Obviously, then they've got blokes like Petrarca and... just, it's disastrous. It's disastrous all round. So, looking at my team, Vice, Harry Sheasel, that was good. I kind of said that before in terms of, I don't know why I didn't Vice him, but it's just a great experience. It actually reminds me a bit of the Tom Mitchell days where he's inevitable. It doesn't matter how, he's gonna get there. I think he kicked a goal late. He's just a genuine gun, is the Shees. So... he hasn't gone under 116 for 2 full months now. And that was like the first time I've captained him. So
that's scary.
We get to Vice him this Thursday. The whole comp will do it. The whole comp should do it. He was very good. Matt Rao, good to get a good game out of him at a rally. So we know he's capable of a high score. And we had the 9 tackles. And having a look here, he's gone 11, 7, and 9 in his last 3 games. So if delivering the tackles, Rowley's a 110 guy. We just hadn't had it this year. Interesting that we've seen, obviously, Josh Dunkley come good as well recently. Another one of those tacklers. So I don't know if, it's getting a bit tighter, getting to the pointy end of the season. And obviously, Herbert's stepping up. But other than that, it's just a whole lot of fucking average, to be honest.
Mate.
Yeah, it's not exciting.
Yeah, I went 22-03, so, you picked me there. Like you... very little to be excited about and a few absolute stinker scores in there. So, DeGoey, Clary in the 60s there for me. Obviously, Bont and Baz. And I captain Dawson. So,
Jordan Dawson. Nah.
Yeah.
No, that was actually very... because we spoke about Rankin before the game.
Yeah.
And it's very noticeable, that especially in these easy fixtures and next week against, let's say, the Tigers... that Rankin is looking... he's looking for those hit-up plus 6s. Like, he's getting into the defensive 50. Like, little bit of pig blood in there for Rankin. Like, he's hungry. Yeah. Whereas Dawes, don't even see him. He'll just be cruising. He might just go sit forward for 10 minutes. Like, we've won the game. Unless he's laying 12 tackles. Yeah. Underwhelming.
Yeah. It was really disappointing from Dawes, so... what can you do? It was a tough week. I've dropped, as you said at the top, from 18th to 30th overall.
Still 30th in the world.
Still 30th in the world, yeah.
Massive.
Yeah, it's still great. But first time we've dropped in a while, which is obviously disappointing. We just gotta, as we've said, there was no injuries this week, so hopefully make the most of that in our trades. We'll see what we can do.
Well, you've got a Hall Kahan playing there, obviously through no fault of your own. He couldn't quite step up for you in the way that Herbert did for a lot of coaches. So you can finally get a premium into that spot, and you can't climb every week.
No.
The market's always going to have its dips, and it's going to bounce back harder.
Yeah, well, hopefully that's the way it goes. But yeah, nervy times.
Yeah, I can't imagine, to be honest. Wash Up League scores. Do you have those handy?
Yeah, mate, I do actually. No, I do have them handy.
Well done.
Okay, so just quietly, I just want to shout out, obviously, LJ's Hookers. They're 67th as well in the top 100. So that's they're back. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one this year, actually.
Yeah, that'd be a massive one to win.
Okay. The bottom is a couple 1500s there, obviously, a couple ghost ships. Jimby and Tonic with a 2012 as well was
1500
lowest. Yeah, I think they're ghost shipping.
I haven't checked for a while.
Shout out to the Greasy Geezers as well, 2014.
Oh, no. I reckon his brother might have him. I reckon Jez might have him.
Yeah, grim. And top of the league with a 2,419 is Special Reads.
Oh, Nat.
So, yeah, well done there, Nat. That's
unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. He came 27th for the round.
27th.
That is so good.
Number one, I've never had a round that good ever, and that's epic. And number two, 24-19 was 27th for the round in fucking round 21.
Yeah. That's amazing. Who do you have? Darcy Cameron, Jason Horn-Francis, Sparrow. He's been such a good pick, Sparrow. Oh, yeah, Noble's 150 was massive as well, of course.
Yeah. Oh,
so well done there.
Goes to show how much ground you can make up.
Yeah, oh mate, that would have been a big jump. So yeah, fair play.
That's right. One day I will aspire to eventually top the Wash Up League. It's not happened this year as of yet. It's embarrassing, quite frankly.
Mate, you still got 3 rounds left.
Got 3 rounds left. Well, look, the cap charge is still on if I can pluck one of those weeks out of my ass. So I didn't really say my rank. But yeah, held it's like 709. So
nice.
I guess technically it's within range with if I win the week, basically. So then I look at my side though, and reality hits. Grade the trade. With moves like this, you're not going anywhere. Nick Newman to Tanner. Now, I needed to free up some cash. I'm liking the fact that he's got Essendon this week into North, into Richmond. So I'm fine with Tanner. Like, that's sitting okay with me. Finn Callahan to Zach Bailey. I just don't understand. I really don't understand what was going through my mind here. And anyone that listened on Wednesday, I don't want to listen back to that pod, because I had Bailey 1. So at least I fucking went with it. But Horn Francis, 123. Yes, okay, Port might suck, but he's the only bloke that's going to be... He's definitely going to be in the guts for a start, and he's going to be the only bloke that they look for, the only bloke that fucking touches it. So he went 123. Tom Sparrow. This bloke hasn't gone under 95, I think, for 2 months. I don't think he's gone below 80 since round 6. And I've gone, oh no, fucking, I don't want a piece of that. The bloke that never goes under 80 playing full-time midfield and is locked in the role. Give me a piece of Zach fucking Bailey, the most inconsistent player in the comp. I don't know. I've gone for a name there. I've gone for a name, and it's one of the worst trades I've made. And little hint to this week's trades. See you later. I don't think I've ever had a 1 week wonder. See you later. Straight trade out. Unless it was an injury. And I'm doing it. Maybe it's a Sunday night. I don't know. Fuck him. Absolutely disgraceful. So that's an F. That's a hardcore F.
That's terrible. That's it. That's well said by you, to be honest. I'll just let you go there because Zach Bailey's obviously, really got to you, mate. Yeah,
I should have gone 2300.
It's so arbitrary. It's what could have been. What could have been.
Yeah. But
if you'd gone the other way.
There are some moves where it's like, I think Horn Francis was a little bit of that. Oh, it's a little bit hindsight. He's got Jordan next week. There was a reason why I didn't go there. But it's a Sparrow move. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it. I'm going, what logical person with a working brain would come to the conclusion that Zach Bailey's the option there? I don't know. So, yeah, those are the ones that piss me off. I just don't know what I'm thinking.
Did we rank them on Wednesday? Is that what we did? I can't remember who I ranked.
I went Bailey 1, Sparrow 2.
Did I go Bailey 1?
I can't remember. Probably not.
I don't know. I hope I didn't.
Terrible.
I went Newman to Goulden and Malera to Rankin. That was with I had Parker in midfield and Hill in the forwards, and they both went down back. That's how I got those moves done. So yeah, pretty happy with those. Give that solid A. Both forced moves and both players turned up, and Rankin went 120. So pretty happy with that.
Nah, great moves. I mean, it's funny. It goes to show, as soon as I don't have the obvious moves, like I'd already got, Goulden, already got Rankin. As soon as I'm forced to go a little bit different, things get fucking ugly. Things get ugly. Anyone that's listened to the pod for a while, read the wash up, they know. I can do some stupid shit. Fuck me.
I'll tell you, we should go back on some of the ultimate trade moves that you've done. Oh, it would be so funny.
Top 5 worst trades of all time. That'd be a fucking ripper.
That would be an all-timer.
Winners of the week. It's got to be Herbie, Marcus Herbert, Disco.
Yeah, nice.
Absolute king. So this was even looking bigger. So I finished Sunday League today. Get the phone up. The Eagles are losing by 14 to Richmond. Perfect. Oh, they've kicked 3 goals, 16. Is that a typo? No, perfect. But is that a glitch? Marcus Herbert is at the top of the ranks with 24 touches, I think just after half time. And I'm going, fuck me. I thought he would be good. I was confident he was going to go 90 maybe. 104, that's just massive. So 36 touches last week, 34 this week. Clearly gaining in confidence. He was unreal. So, yeah, that's massive. And I'm looking to next week. And at the moment, I'm going to have to bench him. He's got the Pies, easy matchup for defenders. I think he plays over Bont.
I think he does.
Bont's last 3, 92. Herbert's last 3, 99.7. In fact, Herbert's almost got him in his last 5. I don't know. We've got some decisions to make at the selection table, that is for sure. But yeah,
you got to be ruthless.
Herbert had to step up for me with those injuries last week, and he did. So yeah, that was massive.
Yeah, you got to be ruthless as a coach, and sometimes you got to reward form. So we'll look into that.
Totally agreed.
Yeah, mate. Max Gawn, 132 for me, was my winner of the week. Just so good. I think is that his top score of the year? No, second top score. So he's just so consistent, mate. Like he's scored under 100 once since round 12. It's pretty crazy stuff, to be honest with you. Last 5 of 108, last 3 of 114. Took advantage of the Ned Moyle matchup. 33 hit outs. Actually had 25 disposals and 10 marks as well, if you don't mind. So, dominant.
Do you believe that the guy that struggles with his rucks and said at the start of the year, I'm going to go full blown, just set and forget rucks, will end up not owning Max Gawn for the entirety of 2026?
Yeah.
He's averaged 110.
Yeah. No, that's...
So, you want a quick calculation, actually?
I don't know what to say to that.
He's averaging 22 more than Tim English. There's been 21 rounds?
Yeah.
So we're up to 400 points. That's cap. That's literally, you start Max Gawn, you're in the cat race. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
I honestly, we'll probably, I don't know if we'll do something like this at the end of the season when it's all said and done, but I reckon my best trade might have been, so far this year, would have been Grundy to Gawn in round 12. Because Grundy has averaged 94 since, and then Gawn has averaged 112 since.
Max got... Oh, my God. I've just remembered... So the week I got Darcy Cameron, I could actually afford Max Gawn. I literally remember this. Because he was cheap. He'd been struggling. Well, struggling in Max Gawn's sense, going 90s because Heath was playing. Yeah. It was the freest layup. Grundy's out.
Was that round 12? That was.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, I could have gone. I think I went McAndrew. I could have gone McAndrew to Gawn. That's ridiculous. Yeah,
he's been really good. So
he's unbelievable. So good. The losers. Well, I've already done this loser to death. I can't keep going. Zach Bailey. 57 points. What I don't understand though is how can I look at this and go, right? So Brisbane, they're starting to pick up some form. They're in a close race for the top 4. Zach Bailey dominated the back end of last year in this role that we've kind of spoken about when he's getting that 40% centre bounces. He's splitting his time on the field about 50-50, half forward and in the guts. And we're seeing that role's actually been quite fruitful for a lot of players. And he's just been racking up. So his previous scores hadn't had a stink for ages. So 88, 107, 78, 99, 103, 99, 82, 110, 133. Dominating. I'm going, yep, that role's there. It's locked in. Right, here we go. And Chris Fagan says, no. We're going to take him out of the middle. We're going to put him on the fucking wing. We're going to stick him in the forward pocket. I don't know. I think there was a bit of sulking from Zach. Do I totally blame him for that? I don't know. Chris Fagan's partly to blame for it as well, and they got smoked by 13 goals, so they got what they deserved. No, it's just that is... I'm telling you, that's never again for me. Comfortably. LDU areas of never again for Zach Bailey. I don't care what his role is.
Yeah, that's brutal. He's been good, Bailey, but that was a very disappointing score, especially when you're looking after trading him in. Just you want that instant reward. So that's a fair loser.
Yeah, and then the other blokes, because the forward line's been dominated, the other blokes both go 120. Yeah. You go 50. It's more than double.
It's bad. Mine's between two blokes. For the people, I want to say Bont.
It's fair.
With 58 of the worst. Far out. That was a really bad performance from him. Obviously has 20 disposals and just 2 marks, 2 tackles.
Also one of the worst games I've ever been to. And I've been to the Eagles the last 3 years.
Bulldogs, they just had, they were poor.
They missed Bailey Dale, let's say that much.
Yeah, bit of movement off halfback. But then Clayton Oliver, 67 when he's owned by 16% of the top 1%, is an absolute killer. And he's shit. He scored 72 weeks ago against Essendon. Then he comes up against Port in an easy matchup, and has 23 of the worst with 4 free kicks against. So shout out to Bont and Clary for being 2 just fucking dreadful players.
Cunts.
I mean, they're great. Bont's a great player. I love Bont, but fuck me.
I've turned on Bont. I'm sorry. No. Turned on.
I didn't realise that, mate. You only just called him the most overrated player of all time.
And I'm standing by it. Clary, last 5 of 88. It's just disgraceful.
I mean, it's terrible. And as a point of difference. It's a point of difference in my side.
It's not good.
It's not good. Yep. Really bad.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to the games.
Go on, mate.
All the way back to Thursday night with the Magpies and the Cats, and of course Darcy Cameron, because this makes total fucking sense. This one actually does make sense. He played Geelong, who have Medwards. I don't know how he keeps getting a game old Medwards, but here we go. Darcy Cameron 120. Of course, he did continue his streak there. Ollie Dempsey 125. He was massive. 29 touches, 10 marks. He was awesome. Only bloke, interestingly, to ton for the Cats. So I thought we've kind of got Collingwood pegged as an easy team to score against, and yet, only 1 ton here to, Ollie Dempsey. Obviously, they brought out a hard tag on Baz, who went 73. Bruin was solid for 83. I like that. Close to 80% time on ground. He had 3 kick-ins. I tell ya, with Tanner, got to work on the technique from the kick-ins. Too much ball under the arm, walking in the middle of the square. We can't be walking in the middle of the square.
Yeah, get to the top.
Unlike Hugo last week, you got to walk. No, you got to walk up the side of it though, because if there's that quick one on and you can't get to the top, you got to be able to play on. So, he cost me 3 points there, and it was noted. And we'll go over that one at training with him. I'm sure he'd be better off for it. Tom Stewart went 93. He was solid. Honestly, not really much else there for Geelong. Humphreys went 60. That's pretty poor. But it's quite an interesting looking side when I look at it without like Max Holmes and Jeremy Cameron.
Manor and Myers is interesting, obviously, because they've got like a good run coming up. And had they gone well, you'd be looking at them maybe this week going, they've got some pretty good matchups, but 65 and 62 is interesting to note.
Myers is actually a good point to bring up there, because he'd been tagged last week, I believe, but no tag here. So that's a 62. That's not good enough. Over to Collingwood, Josh Dacos went massive 117. Been very inconsistent, old Josh. Has the Eagles this week. Got hard tagged by Milan Murdoch earlier in the year. I'd be shocked if he didn't get tagged again here.
Yeah.
That's just something to note there. But had his 33 touches, 3 kick-ins, and possibly Jeremy Howe is injured. Didn't follow up on how serious that is.
Yeah, was it a wrist or something?
Yeah, no, I honestly have no idea. But
I'll see.
Yeah, mate, maybe have a look. Nick Dacos went 109, 35 touches. That's what Nick does. That's against the Mullen tag, so that scales to a 130, 140 there. And he has the Eagles next week. I don't care if they try and run Brady Hoff with him. He's just going to put them to the absolute sword. Then, again, after that, you're looking at Jordan De Goey. There's not too much. I guess Dan Houston, 66 there. He was pretty poor, but De Goey, man, that's not good enough.
Yeah. Jeremy Howe,
not too bad.
Jeremy Howe fractured his arm and has had surgery already.
Oh, wow. Shit. Okay, so he's done. So that's something to note, definitely. That's usually benefited Houston more than it seemingly has, Josh. But I don't know. Something to watch there. So De Goey, obviously, I mean, look, I was about to say at least he played. No, if he was ill and he sat out, I've got Dyson Sharp's 91. So if you're not good to go, Jordan, if you're going to dish up shit like that, just sit out, mate. It's pathetic. What did the Polk get? 52. Kick 3 snags, though, Polk.
Yeah, look, these 3 matchups, if he can get some 70s or 80s, just as some nice backup, fine with that.
Yeah, 100%. All right, over to Friday night, Freo and the Doggies. Just Freo, I tell ya, it's as dark red a fantasy matchup as it comes. And they don't even score themselves. So just understand it's going to be a grim game. Carl Warner, top in the rankings here with 126.
Mate, I tell ya, that shows you how easy the Dogs matchup is for defenders.
Yeah.
When Carl Warner and Oscar McDonald ton up.
That's so true, because they literally sit off and let you have it.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you're going to say that, so what does Jordan Clark scale to there? 78. That's pretty poor.
Stinker.
Luke Jackson, 100. Felt like he saved it in the last. I thought Timmy had his number for a fair bit of that. 32 in the last.
You were reminding me that. To be fair, if you look at the hit-outs to advantage, maybe Tim did get him.
Genuinely in the first half, 13 hit-outs to advantage to 2. In the first half, I was shocked. I thought Tim was going to get fucking cakewalked, and he was actually looking awesome. 38 in the first quarter, was on 60 at the halftime. Here we go, and he didn't turn. 94 points. Just look, that's I guess the new Tim. I'm not sure what else to say about that. Brayshaw 87, Sarong 95. That was solid. People were looking his way. He's a value guy, but I mean, I think I'd rather Tom Sparrow than Caleb Sarong. So really, is he that valuable? I don't think so. Is there anything else here? Murphy Reed, he's been disappointing. I feel like 72 points there. Probably time for him to go when you're looking at how good these other forwards are going. And, the Bont. There he is, 58 points. Good on you, mate. 20 touches. Just might as well have not... Honestly, he might as well have not flown.
Yeah, should have rested him with Aaron Norton, I think.
100%. Fuck, I would have got Fitzy. Fuck. Anyway,
actually, Fitzy would have come in for a ton.
That's just put the blowtorch on him even more. Disgraceful. He can't... All right. I might have gone overboard earlier. He can't be right.
No, he's definitely not fully fit, I'd say. But when you put yourself out there,
that's when you get called the most overrated player in the comp. Absolutely.
Against the best side in the comp as well. So,
all right, Saints and the Swannies, mate. Take it away.
Yeah, this was a game, by the way, just quietly. Saints were up and about, and then Swans just came over the top of them in the last quarter. Sorry, that out of context sounds a bit odd.
Saints are actually good to watch. I can't believe I'm saying that, but they are.
No, I agree wholeheartedly with that comment. They've got some really cool players. So obviously Naz, but the likes of Max Hall, Garcia's cool. Some handy players. Yep, Darcy Wilson's.
Never thought I'd say that. Here we
Brad
are.
Hill.
Yeah.
No, we love Brad Hill. Well, we can start with him. He went 105. His second quarter was massive. Obviously started quite poorly. Yeah, and his third. His last was disappointing, but 49 in that second quarter was something to behold. So gets it done again here. Yeah. Max Hall went 109. I tell you, I wouldn't be surprised when they played the Tigers to see a big score from Max Hall. So,
was it against? Did they play the Tigers very recently? Was that the one he went 150 in?
Might have been. Yeah.
He had 117 and a half or something. Yeah, he's a gun.
He goes 23 and 3 here. He got that ability. Wilkie Ton finally for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, just with Max Hall, a lot of cheeksy about him, I feel. Real impact player, rolls out of bed for 20 and 2. Maybe not the best fantasy game, but can pile it on. He's been very good. Yeah.
Wilkie got a ton, 13 marks in that one, so...
it's about time.
About time, eh? Naz, 99. So as we said, so in that sort of contest injury with Edwards, where Edwards unfortunately,
that was ugly.
Basically, broke his leg and had the head blood pissing down from his head as well. Naz got injured and went down to the rooms for a bit with his hip. Scored 8 in the last quarter. So kind of a bit what could have been here, to be honest. But hopefully he's all good.
Yeah, hip pointer. Ross was saying. I think you were saying you had one of those this year.
They're sore ones, mate. But if I can get up, surely.
Nas will be fine.
His is probably way worse than mine, but
mate. That Edwards, that was. I reckon the TV crew also were the same as me in terms of not seeing what had actually happened the first couple of times they replayed it.
Yeah,
because I think Jason Dunstall saw it before, he reacted to it, and I was like, "What?" I was looking at Nas, I think, and then when you saw it, it was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, because it was obviously he's bleeding from his head, but then he's also snapped his ankle in half.
Facing backwards. Yeah. So all the best to him. That's
definitely. Just quietly, Naz. 24 and 3, and basically 3/4 of footy's pretty scary. Marshall, 81. He came back in that last term after 13 points in the second and third quarter. And then
that was
going through...
He started well and then just disappeared. So I guess that was that forward role. But that 35 in the last, there was a lot of ruck time in that, or a lot more than he had in the first 3 quarters. So he did well.
Yeah, that was big from him.
Can I also say something else?
Yeah.
Tom de Koning had 14 fucking hit-outs. Ron Marshall had 8, and Brodie Grundy had 30. What is he in the team for? Anyway, sorry, play on.
De Koning, it was interesting money spent, wasn't it, by the Saints there? So when you got Ron Marshall, who's a pretty handy player, Rest of the side for the Saints, no real. Oh, I guess Philippou was mentioned as an option a little bit. He scored 49 of the worst, so there you go.
Oh, actually, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I actually did notice that in terms of, well, there was one worse option when I was looking through than Bailey, and it was the Poo.
The Poo.
I think I've never owned him, and I think I would put the Poo on my never again list.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's honestly fair.
He can have the roll. He can be pumping out tons. Like, here we go, and then he can pump out a 40. You just can't do that.
Yeah. On the Swan side of things, the Lizard, Nick Blakey, 116, 12 marks in that, 28 disposals.
Your
very,
favourite player.
very good. Love a Lizard hate watch, mate. Love a Lizard hate watch. Errol Gilden, 104. He had 144 Supercoach just quietly, Errol. 34 disposals there, and a goal. So I think
he had the most CBAs for Sydney.
Yeah, 75%. Yeah. I think it could be a big few weeks for Errol. I would guess.
So. Yeah. Agreed.
Heaney, 104. I mean, Boxall was hanging off him like a glove. So when he gets to 104 there, I think that's as gutsy as it gets, really. He was obviously complaining a lot at the start.
You thought he might have been cheating.
Boxall?
Yeah.
It was cheat tag areas, mate. Like, it was.
Tag.
Yeah, definitely. But I tell you, like, try and fight through it rather than complain about it, Isaac.
Okay, good.
And he did fight. He did fight through it. Well, yeah, he had 22 and 2. 5 for each 4 is there. So, yeah. No, he's massive. He, just like Errol, is probably going to have a big few weeks. So you probably want those too.
Yep.
Chad Warner, 101. Like Heaney and Errol, is going to have a big few weeks.
Yep. Put it on repeat.
Yeah. Brody Grundy, 97. Any thoughts there?
Grundy, it's just what I expect from him, to be honest, which is fuck all.
Okay.
Quickly on Cheeksy, I thought it was interesting. Drop below his 60% threshold, which is usually like the telltale sign. And I saw Jai Sarong here with 11 CBAs. I see Callum Mills here with 11 CBAs. So that's
I reckon the row bottom injury, obviously, so he fractured his hand pretty early. I reckon that probably threw things about for them.
A lot of things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it'd be interesting to see what they do there, because he's probably more of a defensive midfielder. So you probably can't it's interesting. Do you have Errol, Heaney, and Cheeks all in the same midfield?
As good as that 3-player centre bounce is, you probably at some point need someone to go in there and balance it out.
Yeah, probably need someone sweeping.
Jesus.
Yeah, honestly. Who knows? We'll see. And then going down the list, you've got Callum Mills there with 65. So we had obviously mentioned him a couple times recently, and he's no good.
I tell you, I'm being serious. Thank God Wayne Miller was an option last week, because it ended up being the fact that, okay, he gave me a 111, and then yes, he was out, but I ended up with Herbert covering me there for 100. So that was fine. I got 2 tons. If I had gone Callum Mills, who was actually my second pick there, who previous to that hadn't dropped below 80 in literally forever and was pumping out tons of fun, has gone 68 and 65. So, yeah, if you went there, that's seriously just unlucky, because, everything was pointing to him being a good option.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's pretty much it for the Saints and the Swans game there, mate. Over to the Hawks and the Roos. Tell you, on on Fox Footy, watching this game, the TV angle, the camera angle they give you for the game is one of the all-time worst.
Yeah.
So,
I remember that first game, they went to UTAS and they knocked down, obviously, that stand. I had to turn it off. And I actually turned it on for the first time in the third quarter to watch Shees go about it. Couldn't do it. Do it.
It's ugly, man. It's a tough watch.
Sickening.
Yeah.
It's like those pre-season fucking match sims.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I can't believe we watch those.
Well, this is a game of AFL fucking football.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Like, you're paying a lot of money to Anyway.
Don't start on KO.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started on KO. Not again. Okay. Yeah, shout out to their ads on my phone that I already paid for. Yeah. Harry Sheasel. Harry Sheasel 124. 25 and 2. You were complaining to me a little bit about his about how he was going. You're like, the first time I give a bit of responsibility to Harry, he fucks me. But ends up with a dominant first half and carries it over for 124.
I reckon I said that at about midway through the second, and he's on 38. So he's on track for like 50 at the half, like 100. And I've said, nah, this is poor. Look, put a bit of responsibility on his shoulders, and he collapses. And then next thing, I wasn't even watching, and then you tell me he's on 71, mate.
Yeah. I open my phone and he's already on 71, and I'm like, what is he on?
What the fuck is this bloke on about? Yeah.
Oh, it was funny.
I was so hungover.
Luke Parker. So he went into the mids, had 77% CBAs. So when I saw him go to the mids, so he starts on the bench. He started on the bench as well. I see him go into the guts, and I'm head in hands at this point.
Really?
This is, well, yeah, a little bit, yeah. I was.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you weren't after 5 minutes?
No, mate. Absolutely dominated. Scored 102, but 38 in that first quarter. 6-point third quarter is pretty much what cooked him. He could have had 120 very easily.
Speaking of comments that were made, I reckon there was a point midway through the fourth. If I went and found your comment on Parks, you were disappointed. So he did well to get to the ton there. That's massive.
Old man Parks. Yeah. No, he did well. I think, I wonder if they'll go with that for the rest of the season. Parker in the middle.
Had 30% CBAs. That better be a Will Ashcroft go do what you want role.
I think, I didn't.
Well, I saw the second half, and it was a lot actual forward. I wasn't loving it. It was a bit flashbacks to last year. But I don't know.
He went at 92%, Sheasel.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah. He only had the 25 touches as well. Like, he's been having 35 every week. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
That'll be interesting to see what happens this week then.
Yeah.
LDU 97, Cherry 95. Cherry, he's got Bulldogs into the Cats. Obviously, he's been terrible this year, so you'd be a braver man than I if you went there. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple big scores from him in the next couple of weeks.
That's a fair shout.
Just flagging that.
Caleb,
Daniel 83, McKercher 80.
Yeah, so Colby's got that. He has got that halfback role clearly now.
I tell ya.
Oh, here we go. Go and say it.
Watching Caleb Daniel and Colby McKercher run around the back 50 like headless chickens is just shambolic. It is. Sorry. It is.
I think you had some more pointed words to say, and it wasn't directed at Caleb Daniel.
Colby might be a flop in my opinion. That's just, I don't know.
It's yep.
Colby's pick was pick 2 ahead of the Wiz, and they picked Zane Dersmer at pick 4, and the Wiz is out there kicking kick 5 and is nearly gonna win the Coleman. So just I don't know. He's shit house.
Yeah. I can make a stand, mate.
Yeah, I did. One of our league friends traded in White Ramirez this week. Tom Blamires. I was a bit confused by that one. He scored 46. John Newcomb. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, keep going. Well, I was going to say, and I don't think he's lowest ranked in our league.
Yeah, there you go. John Newcomb 121. He's an absolute clearance beast, mate. 21 contested, 12 clearances. He's a bit of a problem.
Look, the mid-season pickup comment is for his fantasy ability only because he's
as an actual AFL player, he's so good.
He is a gun. Yeah.
Jarman Impey 115 gets it done again.
Obvious, right in front of our eyes. Obvious.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah,
I moved Brad Hill back to get Zach Bailey. It just gets worse. Now move on. Good pick, Jim. Spot on.
Before I move on Jimper, obviously, so his last 3 is 133. is there anything to be said about like the last 3 games of the season? He's got Lions, Pies, Eagles. Is he still an option? He's got to be, right?
He's an option for sure. Has to be. I'd be scared of the Murdoch tag because I think he's the guy you'd go to.
Yeah.
Like, I think teams are letting him run around there, do what he wants, have 30 touches, and the Hawks are winning, and he's carving teams to pieces. So, yeah. Also, didn't have the kick-ins. There was 11 kick-ins. He had 1. Like, but I get it. It was a great pick this week.
Yeah. 9 marks there is what got it done. Going through the rest of the list there, mate. Yeah, obviously the Wiz kicks 5 straight. C-Mac 76. Moore scored 40. How about that?
Dill Moore. Fuck, I forgot he was still playing.
Yeah. That's it for me, mate, from that game. Go over to the Power and the Giants.
Yeah. C-Mac 76 there. I don't know if you... But yeah, no, there's just nothing exciting there. All right, Power and the Giants. Lockie Whitfield. Otis this one. And he delivered 127, 29 touches, 7 tackles for Whit, which is massive, and a goal. So
apparently that goal was his first in like 3 years or something.
Really?
Fun fact. Yeah.
Okay. But interestingly enough, like, it feels like Port should be an easy matchup, but it's not really. Like, the Giants, that was the only ton for the game. A man you called out earlier, you're not happy with his production, Lockie Ash. 86 points. Now,
look,
I had him for 26 in our multi, so he's fucking let you down massively there. But, look, when you brought that up, right, and then I had a look and clicked and looked at Lockie's scores, that's his lowest score since we're going all the way back to round 0, 84. 84 is his lowest score for the entire year. So when I look at that, I go, look, yes, it's been disappointing. Last 5, 96, last 3, 92, it's not great. But if your poor stretches are, 80s, 90s, and then you pump out a, 120, you're fine. Yeah. It's these fucking 50s and 60s that we're getting dished up by these spuds that is the real issue. So, you know what? Disappointing, Lockie, but I will live with 85 being your bad score.
At least he's out in the park as well.
At least he's having a crack. No, he's fine. Cogs went 99. He was very good. Clary, 67. We've, done that to death. He was just, quite frankly, horrendous. Anybody else here? Not really from the Giants.
No.
Another team that I look at with all these injuries. And
mate, that list is shocking.
That's a poor list, man. How did they win? I guess because you look over to Port and half the names I don't even know. Anyway, Horn Francis, 123, 29 touches. They're obviously looking for him. I didn't factor into account enough the fact that he's literally their only player out there. So, of course, he's probably going to rack up a bit.
Yeah, it could be... Has
to be said.
That could be used the other way, though.
7 clangers went at 48%. Very smart with James Jordan on the horizon next week. But I assume he's going to cop the tag there.
Oh, yeah, almost definitely. Well, it's pretty much that. Like, what, you would think Horn Francis is like their main weapon now. So if you're a team, you may as well, if we shut him down, they've pretty much got no hope. So that's just how I see it, but could be
sort
wrong.
Sort of like Zach Merritt on Essendon.
Yeah.
That kind of feel.
Yeah.
No, totally agree. Bergman. Now,
wow.
Miles Bergman.
Oh.
So 65% CBAs. We know that, but now, okay, yes. So I wanted to check this. At halftime, he had almost all the centre bounces, 3 in the third quarter, and then none in the last, which I find very intriguing because, his record as a inside midfielder in fantasy is very good. It's just that he's a swing man, he gets thrown around, and seemingly in this game again, in the second half, he was removed from the midfield. So that's interesting. But yeah, he's got a last 5 of 88 now. That's as good as your fucking Clarys and Bonts of the world. And he's priced at low 700s. So if you're shopping on a budget, you can look at it. You can look at it, especially maybe for a D7 spot or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else there? Jace Burgoyne, he's also been really good. Probably more of a draft one, but he's been very good. 11 tackles there. And I really don't think there's much else I need to talk about there from this game. Absolute stinker. Let's move on. Blues and the Lions. This was wild. This was, and I will also say, actually a lot of fun to watch. Which is, I've not associated that with Carlton in forever. But that was a lot of fun to watch. They just dropped 154 points on the reigning champs' heads, the Brisbane Lions. Smashed their percentage. They're now out of the top 4. Blues are obviously charging and would be a team you probably don't really want to come up against in a wild card matchup, that's for sure. And the bloke that Michael Voss had dropped, how about it? George Hewitt, 33 touches, good. 11 marks, 3 tackles, 135.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty decent player, doesn't he?
It looks so bad on Voss now. Like, George Hewitt's doing this against the Lions in massive thumping victories. Yeah.
And just quietly looking at Georgie, right? So obviously since Voss was given the flick, came back in the midfield, 106, 128, 90, 114, 27 from 15% time on ground.
Yeah.
He was flying. And then 71, 92, 135. So, fuck me, he's been good. Been really good. Interesting. Yeah. If you're looking for a differential, you can do worse. Harry Mackay, 116. He was very good. Cooper Lord, good to see him back in there, 98. Jagger Smith. As an Eagles fan, this is unwatchable. This is unwatchable. 29 disposals, 10 contested with 6 clearances, going at, and I think he had 10 score involvements as well, going at 97%. Kicked 2 goals as well. We've got Bo Allen. I like Bo.
And Liam Baker. And Waffle stalwart, Matt Owies.
Can't forget them.
Matt Owies steals a living. Sorry, mate, but you do.
I want the cunt responsible for that gone. Tomorrow. Untenable. Anyway, Jagger Smith's a very good footballer. And very handy in your forward lines if you still got him. Sam Walsh, 82. It's just why you can't trust Walshy in fantasy. Had 27 touches here, went at 89%. He was very good in the game, but just the 1 tackle, 2 frees against, kicked a goal. But, it was his tackling game that kind of carried him previously and doesn't seem to be there at the moment.
Yeah, interesting that. If the tackles aren't there, it's a tough one. So he had been good, but weird that they win by so many against the Lions here, and he only scores 82. You'd be a bit flat there.
Crazy. Over to Brisbane, Josh Dunkley, 113. This is incredible now. So he is on a serious run.
Yeah.
And if you went for Josh Dunkley in the low to mid 800s, it happens seemingly every year at this point. That you can trust the process there. I think there was a point where we officially ruled him done.
We did, yeah.
Maybe not our finest move there, because he's got the last 5 of 108. Just been dominating. Now, I said, last few weeks, he's having 7 marks and 7 tackles every week, which it's like, well, is this sustainable? Probably not, but we kind of mentioned earlier in the season the tackles were missing, and you look at recently, 7-6, 9-14, 6-7, 9-9. Tackles come back and Dunks is back. So, he's having a crack. He's still in the guts. Good player. Will Ashcroft, 106. And the fact that it almost feels disappointing for Will to just knock up a 106 these days is pretty incredible. 58 points second quarter.
Crazy.
So I imagine you might not have been watching that, and you obviously saw him at 10, because then you messaged at half-time.
Yeah.
Check your phone, he's on 68.
I was not happy at quarter time, and then I was just watching our Almo's footy, and then I checked the phone at halftime, and he's on bloody 68 or whatever he was on. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no, couple snags. He is an unreal player, 32-2 he had. Outside of that for Brisbane, it's fucking ugly stuff. Lockie Neal, 83, I'm not really willing to go there. He might pump a 150 out at some point, but it'll just be mixed in with 70s and 80s seemingly. Yeah. Hugh McCluggage, 72, he's not back.
I saw something about... I could have sworn I saw something about him hurting his calf again.
Right. Well, it must have been late in the game, but it could... Look, honestly, it could have happened. He had 74% time on ground, had been consistently having 50% CBAs, and only had the one in the last. So you might be right there. Fuck, maybe I need to reverse Zach Bailey. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It was a
he's
shocker
having
for
scans.
Brisbane.
He's having scans on another possible calf injury. The Lions star experienced soreness in his calf in the final quarter against Carlton. So
he might just
maybe watch out for that one.
He might just be cooked, yeah. And so well, of course, Zach Bailey's there on 57. Fantastic. Okay. Love that
All right,
from him. Tigers, Eagles.
Tigers, game of the round, game of the year.
Can I just quickly go back a couple months to where what was the chances that the week I finally take to social media to express my displeasure with the coach that literally doesn't know what the fuck he's doing?
Yeah.
And the Eagles, the odds the Eagles winning a game is that fucking low. And it happened to be that week, and I got called out for it and slandered for it, and fine, whatever. Wouldn't mind scrolling back to a couple of those messages now, because I don't think we've won a game since. He's now got a record of 5-38. He's the worst coach to ever have coached in the AFL. It's comfortable. It's by a margin. We're playing. It's like
is he worse than Mark Neeld?
Yes, 5-38. I'll look up Neil, but I reckon he's got him comfortably. 5-38, man. Winning 2.5 games a season. It's fucked. With, I think, a much better, and I say a much better team. I think there's better players in the waffle than are out there, because, my God, some of the players that are out there, you'll speak about them. They shouldn't be playing fucking ammos.
Mate, I tell ya, with West Coast, there needs to be an inquest into what they do at training every week, because the skill level for AFL is deplorable. And these guys are on, mate. These guys are on like good money. Like it's a disgrace how bad some of these guys are with their skills. So I know there's a mental part of the game with like set shot kicking and stuff like that, but just skills all around the park, like in all facets of the game, is just as bad as I've ever seen.
No, I'm sorry. Ryan Marich, just horrendous. And there's just other blokes there as well that we know, we've already seen enough to know that they're not AFL players. And yet they keep coming back. It's like fucking Nazi zombies. Fucking round 8, here we go. Returning to the side, Sandy Brock. Hell.
Need the ray gun or whatever.
Yeah, mystery box.
Anyway, Neild's record was 5-28.
So he's got him done by 10, and in our minds we're like, Neild, worst coach ever. Got him done comfortably.
Yeah.
Nah, he is an embarrassment, man. I'm telling you, he's got no idea.
It's pretty bad. I mean, yeah, it's shocking. We could talk about it forever, but we'll keep going here. Taranto went 133, 32-1, not on tackles in that. Has actually been a pretty good pick in the last few weeks. So shout out Warnie. Yeah. Nank 97, Ross 93, 27-1 in that. Lawler kicked 3. Shout out Banksy 57. Well done, mate. Harley Reid on the Eagles side went 114, 34, 20 contested possessions.
6 frees,
pretty
4.
impressive.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Yo 108, Kelly 105.
Retire them both.
Yeah, and then Herbert 104, as you mentioned at the top of the podcast, mate, was pretty epic.
Yeah. Watermelon,
yeah, Triple M. I think one of the commentators accidentally called him Watermelon, and they went with it for the rest of the game. Okay. That's what my assumption is. I turned that on,
I was fucking confused.
Yeah, 2-6.
Went at 38%. Interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, that was it. Dersma 39, disappointing. Cried at the end apparently. Shows a bit of passion. And I tell you what, mate, it's fine, mate. He's first year player, all good.
No, I'm saying, but he's just following the footsteps of Bond.
Yeah, that's true. And I tell you what, if I was Willem Dersma, I'd be crying as well. Because realising you're playing for the West Coast Eagles next year is something to cry about.
And you look at some of the blokes who've been given contracts. We're giving Minnie a contract. Don't worry about it.
It's a shambles.
It's dark. You've got to move on.
Okay. It's you for the Suns and Demons, I think, isn't it? Or is it me?
You.
Okay. All right, Suns. Johnny Noble, 152. He had 7 tackles. This is insane.
No.
This is inflated as it gets.
So he had averaged 1 tackle a game for the last 2 months. So 7 tackles from John Noble, that is 20 points. A gift from the gods. But having said that, it was going to be a 130 regardless.
Still had 34 and 10 marks. So another stat about John Noble that we need to put out there is the People First Stadium. He loves playing at People First Stadium. So all his big scores are there. And he doesn't play there for the rest of the year. Granted, a couple of the teams he plays, he's gone and put 140 on their heads. But just flagging it.
This is where... So I should have got my phone out to actually calculate this. But if you go through and look at his scores at People First Stadium, it's insane. It's genuinely... Every massive score he's had has been at People First Stadium. But
it is.
And away, so it's at home 130, away 68, at home 105, away 61, at home 152. And this goes back.
Yeah.
Now, he has, obviously, GWS and Brisbane. And I was thinking, and obviously, as you said, he's away. Then I go, what did he score against GWS and Brisbane? 144 and 146. So, do you trust the form against the opposition or the form at home?
I don't know. Is there deep pockets at People First Stadium where you can just get into that pocket and get the chip mark from the kick in? Yeah. I don't know.
So that's his 6th score over 130. That is that'd be up there in the top 5 for the comp in terms of monster scores. Crazy.
Nah, he's been 150 is crazy.
And he's still not averaging 100. Wow.
Yeah. Matt Rowell, mate, 125, massive, 30 disposals there, 9 tackles was the big one. So back to his best there.
The grass. Yeah.
Yeah. 18 contested possessions as well, if you don't mind.
9 tackles. That's more like Brownlow Rowell. I think he's back, Rowley.
Yeah, he was looking up and about, mate. He was looking good. Noah Anderson, disappointing, 88. Just 21 disposals. Pretty quiet.
Just can't ever trust this bloke, can you? So after that hot run, and I was watching him, and he looked hungry, and he's hitting up for those +6s. And then here we are 5 weeks later, and thank God we didn't chase him as a must-have back then, because he's 92 since then. Clary Bont areas. Terrible.
Yeah, it's poor. We'll go down. Took Miller tagged Cozzy. He had 65 points. Sid Took. And obviously, we've already mentioned him at the top. Christian Petrarca scored 50 AFL fantasy points.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see that obviously Took, so back 80+% CBAs, which is massive, but in a seemingly hard tagging role. So
yeah, he tagged Cozzy definitely. Gawn 132 was massive, as I mentioned. 33 hitouts was big. Sparrow 126, 12 tackles, 25 disposals, 1 goal. Absolutely epic.
Look,
what could have been?
Not to put a dampener here, I just had a quick look at who the Suns play next week.
Go on. Giants. Yeah.
Who's Took tagging?
Yeah.
I think you might have to go.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, mate. Trent Rivers, 112. Trent Rivers, 112.
Yep.
9 marks.
Yep.
Jake Bowie, 111. He was
like
an
Bowie?
option.
Yep.
I like him. They play Freo this week. But then they have a couple. Yeah, who do they have after? They have a couple handy matchups, I think.
Yeah, I think you said they might have.
Do they have the Dogs?
Yeah.
They have Port and the Dogs. I reckon that's two pretty elite matchups for him there, so I don't mind him. Fitzy, 106. He would have been great as coverage if needed.
Yeah, that's massive from Fitzy. I thought he might have been done the other week, so it's good to see him hold and good to see him back him in.
Yeah, he kicked 2 goals there, so that was big. Cozzy, 84, 20 disposals, 1 goal.
No.
Yeah, grim. And then for the rest of the side, Jack Steele scored 40 points, 16 disposals.
You love to see that, to be honest.
Over to you, Matt.
Yeah. All right, let's bring it home. Bombers and the Crows. So I guess on the scoreboard, this was kind of how we thought this was going to go. The Crows winning by 12 goals. Fantasy-wise, Essendon... Yeah, I mean, look, they gave it up to the Hawks last week. But Adelaide, almost disappointing in that sense. Thriller, top scorer here. So this was one of your ones that you could target in draft finals. 127 with the 5 goals there. That was massive. Rankin 121. Did it across the stat sheet here. 18 kicks, 5 handballs, 7 marks, 5 tackles. And being one of the first times I've really closely watched him, it is so obvious that he loves that hit up +6. Like him and Will Ashcroft are the 2 hungriest mids that I've seen in terms of getting back into D50, looking for that little hit up lead. So when you're looking towards Richmond next week, he went 160 on him earlier in the year. He could be fucking massive. In terms of captaincy options, he's got to be up there. Has to be.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Dawson kind of touched on this, 96. And also almost the opposite of Rankin in terms of 9 clearances here, did his job, 30 touches. He was massive, but kind of put the feet up, rested forward a little bit, didn't manage to kick a goal this time. And that's disappointing as a captain's score. So, not ideal. Hawker Harm, 76. He's solid, and he's solid D7, but he's not a D6. Now, does have Richmond next week, though. And Herbert just turned. I don't know if you can have a look at looping that. But yeah, I don't know. He could be big next week. Anything else here? Dyson Sharp, 91. He's incredible. What a player he is. Sam Durham, 90. He was solid. And Zach Merritt, 87. So, tough one for him. And we were having a look at this earlier. Couple of tough tags coming up here for old Zach.
Yeah, there is. It goes into Geelong and Sydney. So, he's got... you almost guarantee Mullen goes to him there, and then James Jordan goes to him the following week. So
tag gauntlet.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's grim. I just saw Jackson Artemis. Didn't see this at the time. 84. So that's massive. So he'd gone 32-47.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, 84
okay.
for Jackson. So, yeah, pricing himself out of our side for next year, unfortunately. But no, he was very good there. Archie Roberts, 76. Had his 26 touches. This is kind of what Archie had always been. Like, he'd always get his 25 touches, but would never tackle, was never a massive scorer until they went, full junk mode for that couple months there. So,
yeah.
It was fun while it lasted.
We'll never forget.
The streets won't forget. And I don't think there's anything else I really need to talk about there.
No, all good, mate. That's good. Yeah, let's do it.
So this game shits me. Now, I was going to go into this earlier, and as there usually is, there's been even more sooking than usual from me. But let me read these scores to you. 77, 55, 75, 68. Traded him out. Listen to these scores. 121, 102, 137, 120. He's gone from averaging 65 to fucking 120. Darcy Cameron, of course I'm talking about. How are we supposed to predict this stuff? Because I bring him in the buys, and he goes horrendously, and I'm sitting there going, why haven't I gone max score? And I've gone the value play there. Shouldn't have. He looks poor, disappointing. Had to be really traded at the time. And then a lot of coaches obviously did it, and now he just becomes fucking the GOAT? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's a stupid game, and I hate it, and I don't know why I play it, and I want to quit. And this game shits me.
He wants to quit?
No, I'm fucking over it tonight. Fuck. You got to shits me?
Not really. I've got a couple from the Discord here, mate.
Yeah.
Tim said he got malaria. Oh, what can I say? Injuries, and I'll be a broken record. Like,
well, there wasn't injuries. Of course. So maybe we need to complain that we needed injuries.
No. The injuries have definitely cooked me this week. They've caught up to me with the fact that I have the likes of Sam Durham,
yes,
Clayton Oliver,
yes,
Hugo Hulkahan, blah blah blah, in my side story. Still. Yeah. Tim, he said he got malaria in last week. It's actually funny now. This season is one for the records, lads.
Yeah,
absolutely, it is, Tim.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Ogre went on a bit of a spree here. Nice work to Goey. Then yesterday he said Bont realises he isn't getting the Brownlow and stops giving a shit. Something in that.
Mate, I just don't think he cares. I don't think he gives a shit. Fuck him.
Ogre, once again, West Coast Eagles for ruining my tipping this week. Words can't describe my rage for those. See you next Tuesdays.
I tipped him as well. What am I doing? Sorry. Yeah.
Kicked it. Everyone thinking Dawson was a walk-up captain against Essendon. Unfortunately, we forgot to tell Dawson.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, not good enough.
Fair play, lads.
Not good enough.
Love that.
Alrighty.
All right.
I think we wrap it up there.
Trades?
Quickly. Yeah, quick trade. So, quickly for me. Miller finally goes this week. Thank God there wasn't more injuries because I really would have been in trouble. Heaney comes in for him. I think, yes, his last 3 and 5 hasn't been great, but I think the fact that he turned up there with a cheat tag coming into Port, Essendon and North. Of course, he had that 160 against North last year. Yeah, I think Heaney's a player that you probably want. And then Tom Sparrow, at the moment, is coming in for Zach Bailey. Now, TDK, if his hammy is fine and he gets up, then I'll move Rowan there. And maybe, if Hugh McCluggage is done, maybe I'm losing the plot there, moving on Zach. But that's my Sunday night rage trade. DeGoey could also go, but he has the Eagles. It's tough. Okay. It's tough, but Sparrow deserves a crack.
Yep. I'm moving Banks to... It has to be a defender. It's Zorko at the moment. The other options are obviously Josh Dacos, who I haven't had all year, but he's going into Milan Murdoch. Scored 70 against him last time we played. So I feel like you pretty much have to cross that one out, and then the other one's John Noble. So
we're gonna have to do some serious people first stadium research because
what's it about people first stadium? Yeah, what is it?
In that? I don't know. Fuck, it's tough. But look, I said at the start of the episode, Zork, he's had that rest now. He's had that rest. So, and I said maybe that rest wasn't a rest, and they called it managed, but he was sore and had pulled something or was carrying something. In which case, that's just a concern in itself. But I watched him the week before junk up in the final quarter for 130. I watched Brisbane get smoked by 13 goals and drop out of the top 4. So they can't mess around. And they've got Hawks into Suns into Collingwood, who I thought were pretty easy for defenders. But you had to look into the Suns and, I don't know, maybe they weren't. But I don't know, challenge on that one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Weird. He's got the highest ceiling of anyone by far. Although I say that, and John Noble's just gone 150. So, yeah, that's a toss-up.
It's just so hard with John Noble. The Suns have bloody lost 10 in a row. You think they got to change stuff up. You can't be having a bloke... I mean, he had 7 tackles, but he still has, 10 marks, 34 disposals in a loss.
Yeah.
10th in a row. I don't know. It's just hard to trust, so...
Something in that.
Yeah.
Ryan and Jordan Clark areas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And currently, mate, I'm going Mitch Edwards to Harry Barnett because I don't have a loop option really. And obviously the ruck is where you want to do it because there's only 2 rucks, so it's chances of one of them getting injured is way less than all the other positions. Yep. So, but that is with the taking into account, if TDK is in or out. So currently I'm banking on TDK being out, but if he's in, probably should trade Rowan. But you put the whole thing of Clary may be getting tagged now.
Well,
so
that's where my head's going. If Took's back tagging, Finn's out.
Yeah.
You tag Clary.
Yeah, and he complains. He'll fold like a deck chair.
That'll be a 50.
Yeah.
No, it's concerning. There's concerns.
Yeah. There's concerns everywhere.
Concerns everywhere. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll have a proper look at it, and we'll go over there for our Patreon members. And otherwise, we'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully, we wish for no injuries. We've got the no injuries. Now, can we get some decent fucking scoring? Is that too much to ask?
I don't know, mate. We'll see.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, legends.
Have a good week.